JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, CCTV reportedly catches man damaging car at the Mapen police station. A man has been charged after the front and rear windshields of an unmarked police car were damaged at the Mapen police station in Clarendon on Wednesday night. Joseph Salmon, a 21-year-old delivery man from Racetrack in the parish, was arrested after he was reportedly caught on camera using a chair to hit the car, which is the registered property of the Commissioner of Police. Someone has been charged with malicious destruction of property. The police did not provide a court date for the accused. It was reported that about 11 p.m., someone and other family members were at the Mapen police station, where his 29-year-old brother was held by police. The brother was taken into custody as a suspect in a case of simple larceny. Police said while at the station, the family members became irate. A metal chair from the waiting area of the precinct was used to smash the front and back windshield of a grey Toyota Corolla motor car assigned to the Mapen CIB. The police said, following the criminal act, Salmon immediately rode from the compound on a bicycle. However, CCTV cameras at the station showed him carrying out the act. Attempts by the police to find Salmon proved futile, but family members brought him back to the station, where he reportedly admitted to the offence after he was confronted with the CCTV footage. He was subsequently charged. The value of the damage to the police unit has not yet been ascertained. Attorney Gordon Brown freed of obstruction charge. Well-known Western Jamaica-based attorney Gordon Brown, who was charged with obstruction of justice, was earlier today set free in the St. James Parish Court. Brown's legal woes stem from his actions while representing businessman Michael Issa. Brown had allegedly obstructed the police's attempts to secure a firearm from the businessman. In handing down her judgment, presiding parish judge Sasha Ashley said what was presented to the court about what transpired at the Freeport police station in the parish between Brown and the police, in his defense of his client, leaves a reasonable doubt as to whether it unfolded in the manner that the Crown says it did. So, Mr. Brown, on the remaining charge of obstruction of justice, I find you not guilty and the case is discharged, Ashley told Brown in making her decision known. Brown was represented by fellow attorneys Carolyn Reed Cameron, KC, Denise Kitson, KC, Rachel Kitson, Anna Grace, and Henry McCurdy. His client Issa, the stepfather of 9-year-old Gabriel King, who was murdered on January 13, was originally charged with resisting arrest and indecent language when he went to the police station hours after his stepson was allegedly abducted and killed to report his licensed firearm missing. He was charged with negligent loss of a firearm. The gun, which is said to have gone missing on December 17, 2021, and is unrelated to the child's death, was later found and the related charges against Issa were dismissed. Gabriel, who was autistic, was found with his throat slashed and his body slumped on the back seat of his mother's car shortly after she told police assailants dragged her from the vehicle and drove away with her child. The incident allegedly took place on the Tucker Main Road in St. James. The car was quickly found on Oak Hill Avenue in Fairview Estates. There have been no arrests in the case and no suspects named. Gabriel was cremated on March 4. Musician charged for murder of Clarendon Mason. 22-year-old Jovain Nell, otherwise called Jovan, a musician of Treadlight District, Clarendon, has been charged for murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. The charges stem from an incident in his community on November 27, in which 40-year-old Donald Simpson, Mason, of Treadlight District, was killed. The police say about 8:45 p.m., Nell and an accomplice pounced upon Simpson and his 2 minor sons and opened gunfire, hitting Simpson in his upper body. The children were able to escape. The police were alerted and upon arrival, Simpson was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Nell was later arrested and was charged on Wednesday. Cop sentenced for illegal weapon and ammunition. A police constable was found with 83 rounds of ammunition and an illegal weapon, which he claimed he found in 2018, was yesterday sentenced to 3 years and 10 months in prison. Alberta Taylor, 31, was assigned to Area 5 headquarters, was sentenced to 3 years and 10 months for illegal possession of a firearm and 3 years for illegal possession of ammunition in the gun court after pleading guilty. The sentences are to run concurrently. The lawman, who had served his country for 9 years, was arrested and charged after he was found with the weapon at the Swallowfield Examination Depot in St. Andrew in October. Taylor was held after he was seen acting in a suspicious manner, and when searched, an Austro Glock pistol and one magazine were found in his waistband. One round and a gun holster were also found elsewhere on his person. The police then went to his home, and following a search, several different rounds of ammunition were found in his shoes and plastic bags. A handgun holster, a baton, and a carry-on were among the items that were also recovered. Taylor, when cautioned, told the police that he found the gun in 2018 and decided to keep it because he had applied for a licensed firearm but was turned down. Attorney at Law Matthew Hyatt represented Taylor. Fearful Porus grinds to a halt at dusk. Once hailed by residents as a town that never sleeps, Porus morphs into a ghost town by 6 o'clock each evening as fearful natives retreat to the safety of their homes at dusk. Since the fatal shooting of a supermarket owner and market vendor last Friday, scared business operators have also been shuttering their operations hours before their normal closing time. A lot of people are scared because we're not used to this robbery and killing, and because we're scared, it's impacting our business in a negative way. Some are scared to come out, and as the evening comes, everybody wants to go home, one business owner who did not want to be identified said. Chinese business owner Jinsen He and market vendor Alfonso Cohen from Berrydale were robbed and killed by a group of men in a supermarket owned by the former last Friday. According to police reports, the deadly incident unfolded about 7:30 p.m. 4 of the suspected robbers, including 2 teenagers, were apprehended by cops shortly after. Declaring that it was no longer safe to do business in Porus, one operator said establishments would normally ramp up security around the Christmas period. However, she is not very optimistic that such a measure will deter criminals this season. Considering what happened Friday, even if we had security, I don't think it would actually do anything because of the wild shooting, she reasoned. Maxine Thompson, a restaurant owner in the town, said this was her first time experiencing this level of crime in her 13 years of operating her business. The incident has left her discouraged and scared. When that happened, me feel like more than just locked down, she said. Thompson explained that she would open her business as early as 4:30 a.m. daily to start preparing her breakfast menu. Thompson explained that she would open her business as early as 4:30 a.m. daily to start preparing her breakfast menu and stay open as late as 10 p.m. For the past week, she has been closing her business as early as 6 p.m., and even though she is already noticing a loss in revenue, it is a security measure that she feels is necessary. "Me no know when them a come," she said. "Porus all is quiet, you know. Anywhere you come from, you can stop a Porus and sleep. Park your vehicle and sleep. Now you don't know who is who," she further lamented. A similar sentiment was echoed by variety store owner Glenton Sims. He too has reduced his business hours out of fear and is now extra cautious about who he lets into his establishment. "You can't trust the people them coming in and clothing the location. You can welcome a person to buy a product, but you don't know what is next," the 69-year-old said. Meanwhile, Simone Spence Johnson, president of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, is encouraging business operators to take extra precautions to secure their businesses. "You just have to be extra vigilant. Look at your operations. Look at the time that you're operating. It gets darker now as it gets closer to Christmas. So if you need to adjust the time or hire extra security, put up security cameras if you don't have any, and look out for persons coming in that might raise a red flag," she said in an interview. She also charged business owners to look out for each other. Spence Johnson blames the increase in criminal activities in the usually quiet parish on the states of emergency SOEs now in effect in surrounding parishes, which are forcing criminals to migrate. "Where we are positioned, we're in the middle of where the SOEs are. You have an SOE to the left where Clarendon is, and then to the north in St. Anne. So there's really migrating criminals coming into the parish," she said. She added that the increase in scamming activities is also a factor. Security guard before the court for stealing shrimp. A security guard who is charged with simple larceny had his bail conditions adjusted when he appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court on December 13. He is Delroy Lewis of Waterford in Portmore, St. Catherine. His station bail of $60,000 was adjusted to $150,000 with 1 or 2 sureties by a parish judge, Natalie Carey Dixon. Lewis is also to report to the Waterford Police Station twice weekly. He is scheduled to return to court on March 14, 2023. Despite an application from attorney at law Jermaine Smith for reduction of the new bail, the judge said she was not minded to do so. "He's a security guard and got station bail, and I'm varying the condition, so I won't change it again," Carey Dixon said. Allegations are that on October 7, Lewis, who was assigned as a security guard at Mega Mart in Portmore, St. Catherine, was caught on camera removing items from the store which he placed in a garbage bag. He exited the building without paying for the goods. He was held, and checks revealed items including a pack of jumbo shrimp, ripe bananas, tomato sauce, and sweet peppers valued over $30,000 in the bag. When confronted by a supervisor, he had no satisfactory explanation. He managed to escape, but his cell phone fell in the process. When he returned for the phone 3 days later on October 10, he was held. The police were notified, and Lewis was taken into custody and later charged with simple larceny. 2 Coke family members in police custody. 2 relatives of imprisoned Tivoli Gardens area leader Christopher Dodos Coke have been taken into police custody. They are Lester and Andrew Coke, who were among 26 men named as persons of interest by the Kingston Western Police last week and asked to turn themselves in. Lester Coke handed himself in on Tuesday, and Andrew Coke, otherwise called Raheem, surrendered to lawmen on Thursday. The men are currently being interrogated by police investigators. The police are asking the remaining men to report to the Denham Town Criminal Investigations Branch. They are Michael Christopher Coke, otherwise called Titiman, Akeem Sang, otherwise called Pupa, Giovanni Thompson, otherwise called Little Pops, Donovan Rowe, otherwise called Chummy, Ashley Williams, otherwise called Kim, Ryan Bembridge, otherwise called Bembridge, Oman Daly, otherwise called Oo, Alan Brown, otherwise called Lando, Renardo Phillips, otherwise called Fryeye, Shamar Gilbert, otherwise called Tender, Courtney Wright, otherwise called Mackerel, O'Neill Stewart, otherwise called Nero Blacks, Anthony Clark, otherwise called Deli, Gerald Douglas, otherwise called Ready, Anthony Matthews, otherwise called Little Man, Shamal White, otherwise called Gov, Shalando Matthews, otherwise called Cinco, Shane Price, otherwise called Spain Man, Romario Brown, otherwise called Beanie Man, Joma Barrett, Baba, Five Shot, Mikey, and the Lollipop. The police said these men were identified by detectives as persons who may be able to assist with ongoing investigations into crimes committed in the division. Anyone with information that can assist the investigation is asked to contact the Denham Town CIB at 876-948-6443, Crime Stopper 311, the JCF tip line at 811, or the nearest police station. In sports news, JC and States win ISA All-Ireland Junior football titles. Jamaica College JC and the St. Elizabeth Technical High School States were crowned ISA All-Ireland High School Boy Football Under-14 and Under-16 champions respectively, after winning their final split at the States Sports Complex in Santa Cruz on Thursday. Jamaica College beat States 2-0 in the Under-14 final in the first game of the doubleheader before States beat Campion College 4-1 in the Under-16 playoff. Rowan Ramposal in the 39th minute and Jamon Lyle in the 69th minute scored for Jamaica College, less than 24 hours after their senior counterparts lost 3-0 in the Oliver Shield playoff against Clarendon College. In the Under-16 final, Justine McPherson scored a hat-trick to lead States and were up 2-0 at half-time. DeAndre Barnett gave States a lead in the 6th minute before McPherson started his run with a goal in the 30th minute. McPherson added another goal in the 41st minute before Matthew Rule pulled a goal back for Campion in the 52nd minute, before McPherson completed his hat-trick in the 65th minute. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.